This telecast is copyrighted by the NCAA for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any picture, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NCAA consent is prohibited.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity. One to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can do.
One game down, one to go here in this NCAA tournament kickoff here in the Marano Campus Center in Oswego, New York. Welcome to the pregame show of Game 2 between the Babson Beavers and the Oswego State Lakers. I'm Alex Brooks. Alongside me is Kenny Gerard and Mike Neckers. And guys, obviously, we have Game 2. Beavers versus the Oswego State Lakers. Just want to get your opening thoughts. What are you looking out for this matchup?
Well, I said a little bit in the last game. We have a heavy hitter in the Oswego State Lakers at 25-2 on the year, perfect in their conference at 18-0, and only lost their conference championship. When you got the opponent in Babson, 15-13 on the year, been on the road for the entire playoffs, got a lot of injured players back, and they win their conference championship. The only team to win their conference championship out of the 4 teams in the Oswego New York pod.
Absolutely, and you look at the Babson stats a little bit, and it's kind of hard to decipher how their season's really been because of those injuries. You see some of their key guys were out for a majority of the season, and that obviously makes it hard to gauge whereabouts you're at.
Well, records aside, we will take a look at the tail of the tape, a comparison between both of these teams. As we see for the Oswego Lakers, they were 25-2, 18-0 in conference. And for Babson, they were 15-13, 8-8 in conference. Guys, what are you seeing from this full screen now?
We see Oswego leads in a lot of the categories, scoring many more points per game, and a huge difference between the teams. Oswego on paper looks like the better opponent. But again, like you just said, Mike, Babson, one of those teams that could be a little bit sneaky. Not quite a Cinderella, but I would say a sneaky team in the playoffs where they could come in and make some upsets because all of their good players are back, and you don't just win a conference championship just by being lucky.
Absolutely, and I think going into this game, you have to take a look at the recent games that happened and how each team finished off their regular season and their postseason. So you look into that, and this game really could go either way.
Yeah, it could go either way. I mean, someone's coming off a championship win in Babson, and then Oswego coming off of that championship loss at home. Now both teams have an opportunity to win in a do-or-die game here in the NCAA tournament. But we are going to move over to some category leaders for both of these teams. As we mentioned in the previous show, we will do it for both Babson and the Oswego State Lakers. We will start off with the leaders in points for both of these teams. As we see the full screen, Steph Baxter for the Babson Beavers and Jeremiah Sparks. Kenny, I'll have you talk about Baxter. Mike, I'll have you talk about Sparks.
Well, Baxter's been excellent so far this year, playing 2 less games than Jeremiah Sparks, and still 486 points, 19.4 points per game, leading the Oswego foe. He's been great this year, a huge player for his team, has stepped up in his role, and has really just been able to provide the points that they need on the court to get them to the level that they're at right now, Mike.
Absolutely, and Sparks with very similar statistics, averaging just 0.4 points per game less with 513 on the season. He played in 2 more games. So, again, a really good player. And if you're not careful around Jeremiah Sparks, he will burn you and leave you looking like an overcooked toaster strudel.
Exactly, and both of these players are leading catalysts, obviously, in points, but really the players that you can rely on for both the Beavers and the Lakers. But we'll switch it over to the assist leaders for both of these teams as nothing changes. It is Steph Baxter and Jeremiah Sparks. I'll do a little reverse. So it will be Mike, you'll talk about Steph Baxter. Kenny, you get Sparks.
Well, Steph Baxter, again, 2 guys pretty similar, but he's got 27 games played in the season still. That hasn't changed. 76 assists on the season and averaging 3 per game. So he's moving the ball around pretty well for the team, and it'll be interesting to see how that works tonight against the Lakers.
Yeah, not much changing there except Jeremiah now leading in the game average with 3.3 assists per game, 88 overall. And obviously, we're going to see a lot of Jeremiah Sparks tonight from Oswego, as well as we're going to see a lot of Steph Baxter from Babson. But Jeremiah has been excellent as well as scoring. You need a guy who can dish it around as well.
And we are going to move over quickly to the rebounds leader. As you see, Timmy O'Toole for the Beavers and Cartier Bowman for the Oswego State Lakers. Mike, I'll have you talk about Cartier Bowman.
Cartier Bowman, been great all season, obviously 235 rebounds, averaging 2.7 offensive rebounds per game, pretty solid, and 6 defensive rebounds per game, so a lot to look forward to. How about Timmy?
Well, the one thing that stands out for Timmy for me is those offensive rebounds per game, 3.6 leading Cartier Bowman. And there's one thing that's extremely important, Alex, it's those offensive rebounds.
Yeah, very important for offensive rebounds. Getting those second chance opportunities, able to set your team up for a second chance point. And now we're going to move it over to the steals leader, Jeremiah Sparks and Steph Baxter. I mean, 3 for 3 out here. And obviously it has been, we look at the 38 steals to 42 steals, kind of similar in that range. Obviously 1.5 to 1.6. Kenny, talk a little bit about that.
I'm not going to dwell on this one too much. We've already talked about these guys quite a bit, but there is one thing now. They can both play offense, but these guys can also play defense. They can take the ball away as well as they can put it in the bottom of the net, Mike.
Well, Mike,
Nothing for me.
Before we send it to break, we're going to talk about some strengths and weaknesses. We'll start off for the strengths for Babson. Kenny, you start us off.
Well, Babson's big strength is finding the bottom of the net. The Bug-Tooth Bandits, they're top 5 on their team, averaging 45.3% from the field. 10 players above 30%, and a big stat right there, 6 players above the 40% mark. While they may not be the highest scoring team in D3 basketball, they sure can find the bottom of the net.
Absolutely. We move over to Oswego, and their biggest strength is their ability to score. Number 3 ranked in D3 basketball, number 27 ranked scoring offense, and they have a winning percentage of 92.6. So a really good offensive team as far as scoring goes. We move over to a weakness for Babson, and that has got to be their fouling. They average 17.1 fouls per game. Not what you want to see, but again, I think this will work into Kenny's a little bit. Let's hear what you got to say.
Well, that goes right into mine, Mike, and it's going to be Oswego's weakness as the charity stripe. They rank 218th out of 412 in the country, the bottom 50% in D3 basketball for free throw percentage, 69.9% in the year, only 2 players, which is Aki Anderson and Jeremiah Sparks, averaging above 70% from the charity stripe. They just can't get those free shots to go their way, and they call it a charity stripe for a reason. It should be those easy shots, Alex.
Yeah, and definitely in that Whitewater game that they got to the Elite Eight, they weren't able to have much success in the free throw percentage, so something to look out for the Lakers and obviously the Babson Beavers. But we will send it to a quick break here. More coverage of the NCAA tournament here in the Marano Campus Center real soon.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that black.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep. 10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that.
Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride.
Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
But I need that back.
No.
Kevin!
welcome back here as we are getting that much closer to tip-off between the Babson Beavers and the Oswego State Lakers in Game 2 at the Max Seal Gymnasium. But we won't waste any time. We are going to talk about our players to watch. So, Kenny, start us off with the Beavers.
Oh, man, you guys might hate me for this. We're going to talk about somebody we talked about a little bit. Give me Steph Baxter, the grad student guard for the Beavers. Leads his team in three-pointers with 51, 43.1% from the field on the year, 42.5% from beyond the arc, and 19.4 points per game. An absolute unit for the Babson Beavers, and he's cooking.
Well, I've got another guy for you from the Beavers, and that is number 42, Nate Amato, a junior. He's averaging 20 points per game, which is leading the team, 402 points on the season, and 138 rebounds on the season. So a lot to look forward to from him. But we move on over to Oswego, and we've got, you heard him already, Jeremiah Sparks, number 23. He leads the team in three-pointers, points per game, most statistics, steals, as we talked about earlier. Just a really strong, really good player, and it's going to be really exciting to watch him and all the other guys go at it today.
Well, my guy for Oswego, I'm going to take number 5, the guard, the junior, Aki Anderson. He leads his team in field goal percentage on the year, 50.5%, 56.2% from beyond the arc, 14.5 points per game, and a 73.8% from the charity stripe, which is Oswego's big struggle this year. He's been a great star for the Lakers. When Jeremiah Sparks isn't shining, you can definitely look to Aki Anderson to pick up the slack, and he really shined in the Cortland playoff game for them.
Yeah, really did, and obviously Aki Anderson and Jeremiah Sparks, they got to rely on each other, and as well as Baxter able to get for Babson. But we're going to take a look at our predictions. So Kenny, start us off.
Oh, I'm going to go with the points leader in this one. I'm going Oswego 92-84 over the Babson Beavers to go take on Williams tomorrow.
And gentlemen, I'm going to go for a little bit of an upset, maybe the start of a Cinderella story. I'm going to take Babson 82-80 tonight.
All right. Well, my prediction is Oswego 94 to Babson 81. So 2 Oswego, 1 for Babson. But that is going to do it for the pregame show here between the Babson Beavers and the Oswego State Lakers. But on the other side of this break, it's going to be Zach Malamud, Lucas McGarry, and Madeline Cummings on the call for Game 2 of this NCAA tournament round of 64. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back inside Max Seal Gymnasium. Zach Malamud, Lucas McGarry here as the Babson College Beavers of the New MAC Conference take on the Oswego State Lakers of the SUNY Conference. Lucas, big test here for the Lakers. The host team should be a good one today.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited. I love Laker basketball, and I really feel like this is the chance to get back to their winning ways. I mean, a tough loss in the SUNY Championship to New Paltz. They played a great game, and it just wasn't their night, and New Paltz came out with a win, so I really feel like this is the chance for them to get that momentum back and really go deep into this tournament.
As we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. This game marks a historic matchup, as the last time Oswego and Babson's men's basketball teams competed was for the consolation game of the Eastern Connecticut State, November 24th of 1985. The game was at Babson Park, Massachusetts, and the Lakers took home the win 89-64. This will be the second time in history that these teams have played each other. And it poses the question, will history repeat itself, or will Babson make a comeback nearly 40 years later? Zach, Lucas, back to you.
Thank you, Madeline. Great stuff there. As we're going to send it to a quick break. After the break, tip-off. We're ready. The Lakers taking on the Beavers in the NCAA Division III Men's Basketball Tournament here in Max Seal Gymnasium.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10
out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Score going to the playoffs.
I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Hello, everybody. We would like to welcome you back inside Max Seal Gymnasium on the shores of Lake Ontario. Zach Malowin, Lucas McGarry, and Madeline Cummings, the NCAA Division III Men's Basketball Championship Tournament here inside Max Seal. Lucas, it should be a great one. Let's go through today's starting lineups for Oswego State and Babson College.
Yeah, for Oswego, we got Kenny Lazo, Cartier Bowman, Jeremiah Sparks, Jamal Achille, and Aki Anderson.
And on the other side for Babson College, they're going to have Lauder, Baxter, O'Toole, Amato, and Cross for really experienced players. Some guys that definitely stand out. Steph Baxter and Nate Amato are the top two scorers for Babson. And let's just go quickly into your keys to the game today. You got Babson College. What's it going to be for the Beavers?
They really have to limit Oswego's momentum, because once Oswego gets hot, you really can't do anything to stop them. They are one of the best teams in the country for a reason, and if they get hot, you cannot do anything about it. And the other thing is just get the ball to your scorers. Nate Amato and Steph Baxter averaging 20 and 19 respectively. Get it to them, let them do what they do on a nightly basis, score baskets, and you have a very good chance at winning this game. Limit the momentum, get it to your scorers.
As we're going to get ready for tip-off, Bowman and Amato. March is here. Let the madness begin on the shores of Lake Ontario. Kenny Lazo grabs the tip for Oswego. Lakers in all white today, Babson in all green. And I'll quickly go through my keys to the game today. For the Lakers, win the rebound battle. Babson are 11-4 when winning the rebound battle this season. And also limit Steph Baxter, 15 or more points in 21 of his last 23. Gonna be a tough test for Oswego. It's 19-40 remaining in this first half. Babson in green, Oswego in white. Sparks on the inside, and he's able to finish, averaging 19 points per game in 7 games in his NCAA tournament career, and he gets the first bucket for the Lakers.
And Babson is at a huge disadvantage because this Laker crowd is electric in the Maxfield Arena. They love every single thing that the Lakers do.
Sparks moving around, and the ball turned over as Lauder able to grab that one. So they move it up court. Here's Amato. New Mac second team was announced earlier this week. It's going to be an offensive foul. It is not. The Laker faithful was cheering. They tricked me a bit. It's going to go on Kenny Lazo, a hold. The Lakers' first team foul.
I think the ref also pointed to the other end too, so I don't think you were the only one that was tricked by the crowd and the ref. I was a little confused too, but.
Slaughter hands off to Steph Baxter. New Mac first team. He's had 9 games with 20 plus. 2 of those games, he had 30 plus. Amato looking to get going. Ball bounced around. Into the bench goes Lauder. Ran through a chair. Looks like he's good to go. It's a tough fall
great
there.
Great hustle there. Oh my God. That was a nasty fall too. He took out like 4 chairs.
Lauder, the 6'7" sophomore out of Malvern, Pennsylvania. Sparks to Bowman. Bowman in the lane, can't finish. Amato. Babson come into this game off their New Mac tournament championship win, as Baxter can't get that one to go. Lazo, Sparks from deep. It's no good. Offensive rebound for Achille. Sparks in the lane, looking for the foul. Doesn't get the call. Here's Baxter, moving quickly. The three-pointer from Cross, and he sinks it. David Cross, a 31% three-point shooter. And another turnover almost for the Lakers, as it was O'Toole who stepped out of bounds.
Lakers are looking a little flustered to start. They're not playing the way they played. They had that really good early basket from Sparks, but after that, Babson's been kind of giving them a lot of pressure, and the Lakers don't really know what to do with it.
So we go 1 for 4, to start this one. Lazo to Achille. Anderson, a deep one, and it's no good, but another offensive rebound for the Lakers. Bowman this time. Here's Sparks. In the lane, Amato on him, and Amato got the arm down. As Sparks will go to the line, a 79% free throw shooter.
Got to be careful taking those fouls early, especially when it's your top guy like Amato. And Sparks, great at drawing fouls, so if that's something that you got to do to take out these players, do it. But got to be careful with those fouls if you're Babson.
Sparks, the 2023-24 SUNYAC Player of the Year, first team All SUNYAC this season. He's had 25 plus points, 5 times, and 30 plus points twice this season. As he goes 1 of 2 at the line. He's got 3 points on the board for the Lakers. In the lane, Baxter, but it's going to be called on the floor. It's going to go on Kenny Lazo, number 2 on him. Very early 2 fouls. Still 16-57. remaining in this first half, as Sean Edwards is going to get his first action of the day. John Fortes checked in for Babson. Amato in the lane, lost control, got it back, went up for the layup, but it's no good. Sparks. Edwards, back to Sparks. Sparks looking to do it all, and it cannot get that one to go. Baxter. Fortes, back to Baxter. Amato. Moving inside. Amato gets the foul call. He'll go to the line for 2.
Oswego too. Same thing I said about Babson. You have to be careful taking those fouls early on. Sparks now first one, not too worrisome, but when it's so early, you got to be careful, especially with small fouls like that just don't mean anything.
As Amato hits the first of 74% free throw shooter. Thank you for joining us here today at Max Seal. The round of 64 of the NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament. Oswego State taking on Babson College. Babson with a 5-3 lead early in this one. The winner of this one will take on Williams College, the Eefs, with a monstrous 77-51 win over DeSales earlier today. As Bowman cleans up Sparks' miss. He's on the board, his first 2 points of the day. Fortes is denied by Bowman. Anderson will pull up mid-range. Was looking for the foul too. No call, but he'll take it. Aki Anderson in his 7 games in the NCAA tournament, averaging 14.3 points per game. His first bucket of the day. Woolhouse has it taken away by Anderson. Anderson, Edwards. Edwards looking for somebody. Here's Sparks. Edwards from deep, and it's no good. Baxter. Still scoreless today. The New Mac Tourney most outstanding player, Amato. Cannot hit it. Woolhouse, an offensive board. He goes up. That one's no good. Bowman rips it down from him.
Great defense there by Bowman. Couldn't get that board, but kept good defense on and really great rip away.
Sparks gets the foul call. He'll go to the line. As a media timeout here. 14:33 on the clock. It's 7-5 Oswego State leading it over Babson right now. As a word from the NCAA.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
Welcome back inside Maxiel Gymnasium. Zach Malum and Lucas McGarry. Madeline Cummings will join us shortly. And Lucas, the Lakers not shooting great from the field, but neither are the Beavers. 3 for 10 from the field are the Lakers. 1 for 8 from the field are Babson.
Yeah, no, I feel like for Oswego, it's just Sparks. Sparks is just not playing to the best of his ability right now, and he's taking too many shots. He has 4 other teammates on the floor. He has to remember that he has to pass, and he is a great passer in his own right. So he has the ability to, but I think he just wants to be that guy right now. And another big issue with the Lakers, as we're seeing right now, free throws. one of the worst free throw shooting teams in the league this year. Just free points that they can't get to fall. And it has been crucial late in these games when you can't make free throws. Sparks now 1 for 4 on his free throws now. Just not what you want from your top scorer.
Yeah, rough start from the line for the Lakers, shooting 69% as a team this season. Amato in the lane. He can't hit it. Ball tipped around, and Amato got it back but couldn't finish either. And there's a bit of a lid on the rim right now for Babson. Only 1 for 10 from the field. Achille in the lane. Can't hit it. Offensive rebound. A great play by Jamal Achille. Achille, back-to-back years, third team All-SUNYAC. A big accomplishment for him. As finally, Baxter with his first points of the day. And it's 9-7 Oswego State. Caleb Cook in the game for the Lakers. Cook cannot hit the floater. Here's Amato. Baxter with a great move, and he's able to finish. Not let him get hot, Steph Baxter. Mentioned it before the game, 15 plus points in 21 of his last 23. Sparks. The corner three is no good. Edwards gets the offensive rebound and puts it back up. Lakers now with 5 offensive rebounds. This is a Babson team with a majority of their players, 8 of them, over 6'5". Lakers, the undersized team in this matchup. Amato finishes off the offensive rebound from Fortes. Nate Amato averaging 20.1 per game this season. Edwards can't hit it. Bowman looking for the board, and it's tipped away. Baxter. Crowd looking for a travel, no call. Cross from the corner, he sinks it. How about David Cross, 6 points early, 2 3-pointers for the junior. Edwards looking the answer, and it's no good for Oswego. Lakers yet to hit a shot from beyond the arc. They're 0 for 5. And a great move inside. Baxter able to finish. Babson on a solid run here. 7-0 run. An 11-2 run as well for Babson.
Yeah, no, tough. Sorry about that, Zach. Oswego's just looking very, very rushed right now. And Babson is playing great defense. They're pressuring Oswego, and they're making Oswego do a lot of stuff that they don't normally do, that they don't like a lot. They're taking a lot of shots that they don't usually take, and Sparks, their main guy right now, only 1 for 6, 0 for 2 from 3, so he has not been playing up to the performance that he could be playing. So I think that's a big issue for the Lakers, is that maybe they're relying a little bit too much on him. They need other guys to come out and start scoring more. Maybe a guy like Cartier Bowman or Jamal Achille. But right now, Sparks seems to be the only guy that wants to take any shots, and I think that Babson is doing a great job of limiting everything.
Lakers shooting 29% from the field right now. Have not made a three-pointer. And Babson, on the other hand, shooting 37% from the field. They're 6 for 16, and from beyond the arc, Babson 2 for 4. The rebound battle, one to watch out for today. I mentioned it before the game. Babson with the 13-11 early advantage.
Yeah, no, the rebounds, you said it yourself, rebound battle. When Babson wins, they're 11-4. So I think Oswego really needs to be careful and really limit Babson's offensive boards because they're getting too many opportunities when it comes to the second chance points.
Achille to Anderson and Bowman. Bowman got the foul call going up. That one going to go on Timmy O'Toole. His first personal. And the team's fourth. As we're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, take it away.
Thanks, guys. So far, this has been a really high-impact game. There's been a ton of physicality out on the court. Players from both teams have been on the ground. And just a few minutes into the period, there was a collision into the Oswego bench. Oswego and Babson are neck and neck, so I'm sure that the intensity will only rise. Now, back to Zach and Lucas.
Thank you very much, Madeline. Cartier Bowman hits both free throws. And Babson with a 16-13 lead. 10:59 on the clock left in this first half. Zach Malloman, Lucas McGarry, and Madeline Cummings here at Max Zeal Gym on the shores of Lake Ontario. There's a turnover there. Aiden Haran turned that ball over.
I think the Lakers just need to regroup here, use this turnover as a chance to flip the momentum, because right now Babson has all the momentum. Lakers, they're keeping it close, but Babson just is outplaying them right now, so I really think this is a great chance to change the momentum.
Crittenden, great pass inside Achille. And Woolhouse, that was Lauder who went straight up on him. Great defense. David Cross, Steph Baxter. Cross has it stripped away by Cook. Cook, Crittenden cannot hit the layup. Was looking for a foul call, and there's none to it. Baxter. Ball moved around, and a turnover as O'Toole was looking for Lauder. Here's Achille. Achille on the other end, and that one stripped away. Great defense by Babson, allowing opponents to 67.3 points per game. Here's Steph Baxter. David Cross, how about another? And he can't hit that one. As Cross had hit his first two from beyond the arc. Cook gets the foul call. 9:16 on the clock. Some substitutions. Sparks going to come back in for the Lakers. Amato and Fortes coming back in for Babson. Also going to be Elijah Hardison, who gets his first minutes of the evening. Anderson, baseline out of bounds. Crittenden had a lane, and he goes up, and it just bounces off the rim, but Crittenden going to the line for two.
Big chance for Oswego to get some very crucial points here. Like I already said, not the best free throw shooting team, but in a game like this, you need every point you can get, so Crittenden shooting here is crucial.
Crittenden hits the first, a 75% free throw shooter. He was on the 2022 SUNY All-Tournament team. Missed last year due to injury. But back here as a grad student. It's 16-15 Babson. Baxter. Finds Fortes. Fortes denied by Hardison. Lakers move quickly. Sparks, Crittenden, the three-pointer! And Max Zeal has erupted for the first time today as their Lakers take a 2-point lead.
That's exactly what the Lakers needed. Great momentum shift right here.
Baxter cannot get that one to go. Cook. Sparks. Crittenden thought about it. Shimmy and a shake back out to Sparks. Sparks with the motto on him. Handoff. Anderson. The mid-range jumper doesn't go. It's going to be a foul on the floor. And O'Toole cannot believe it. A big one, number 2 on him.
And that makes it 7 fouls now for Babson in this half. So Oswego's going to start shooting one-on-ones. Huge, especially when it's such a close game like this. You need every point you can. And I think this is going to be very, very important. Especially when it's such a little foul like that just means absolutely nothing. Just a little bump. But you still get the call, and he's not happy with it. And now Hardison shooting.
As you mentioned it, Babson in a bit of foul trouble. 7 fouls. As the Lakers in the bonus, Hardison could not hit it on the 1-and-1. 8:05 left in this first half. Baxter cannot get that roll. And a jump ball. It's going to be possession with Babson. And it's going to be a media timeout here. 7:57 on the clock. Zach Mellon with Lucas McGarry. Madeline Cummings here at Maxill Gymnasium in Oswego, New York. The Oswego State Lakers, the hosts for this round of 64 and round of 32 matchups. They lead it 18-16 over the new MAC conference champions, the Babson Beavers. And we mentioned a guy in Timmy O'Toole, who's the leading rebounder this season for Babson, standing at 6'5". He's got some big guys around him, 6'7", 6'8", even 6'10", but he's the leading rebounder, 8.7 rebounds per game. That's a huge loss, 2 fouls early in this one.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's huge. That's exactly what you want if you're Oswego, and the opposite of what you want if you're Babson. I mean, your best rebounder, and especially when rebounds are so crucial, because like you already said, Babson 11-4 when they win the rebound battle, and the rebound battle is so close right now. 18 for Babson, 15 for Oswego, but Oswego with 6 offensive boards to Babson's 4 offensive boards, so it's up to debate who's really winning that rebound battle. But if Babson keeps rebounding the way they do, they have a great chance to do it, but they have to stay out of foul trouble. O'Toole now has to take a break, which is bad for Babson and great for Oswego.
As Oswego on a 7-0 run right now in the last 3 minutes and about 45 seconds. However, a lot of that has come from the free throw line. The Lakers, one of their last 7 from the field. And a quick inbound. Amato is going to be fouled on the inside. He's going to go to the line for 2, 74% from the line this year.
Coach Jason Leone is not happy with that. He walked fully out onto the court and is now yelling very loudly.
Amato, the leading scorer this season for Babson. 10 games with 20+. One of those games he went for 30. That is a jump ball called. Lakers with possession. A good battle down there on the boards. Hardison and Fortes going at it. Cartier Bowman comes back in for the Lakers. Hardison takes his seat. Sparks looking for options. 20 on the shot clock. Had a wide open Anderson. It was tipped away. It's going to be baseline out of bounds for the Lakers. Anderson to inbound. 16 on the shot clock. Sparks. Backing down Baxter. Cook. Down to Bowman, and a bit handsy there from Tyler Lauder, and another big foul there. That's number 2 on him as well. So the bigs of Babson struggling to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah, I mean, still 7:30 left in this half. 8 fouls already for Babson. Just so unideal for them. Really not playing great defense.
Bowman misses the front end of the one-on-one. Anderson can't hit from three-point range. A rough start for both teams from the field. Babson at 30%. Oswego at 26% to start this one. Lauder. Amato, the three is no good. Anderson to Cook. 6:55 left in this first half. Crittenden. Step back, mid-range, silky smooth. Julian Crittenden. But the Lakers' leading scorer today, up to 7. Baxter. Amato, great pump fake, and he's able to finish. Sparks, Cook, the three-pointer, bullseye! Caleb Cook with his first points of the evening, a 38% three-point shooter. Crittenden able to grab it for Oswego. Sparks. Anderson will pull up and he sinks it. Lakers on a bit of a run here. 25-19, they lead it. And Babson, I've been struggling, one of their last 7. And just as I say that, Amato goes in, almost knocks that one down, but he'll go to the line for 2. The Lakers on a 14-3 run in the last 6 minutes.
Yeah, no, they've been playing great. They've been playing so much better than what they did at the start of this half. They really collected themselves because at the beginning they seemed very, very rushed and they didn't really know, like, they had an identity on offense. They were just putting up shots, throwing up whatever they could, and it wasn't working. Leon yelled at him a little bit. He got him right, and now they're playing much better. And now Babson's the one that's trying to come back.
Aiden Haran comes back in. Kenny Lazo comes back in as well for the Lakers. Amato goes 1 of 2. That's a 5-point Oswego State lead. Bowman handoff, Anderson, mid-range, looking for the foul, no call. And Amato has it. Over to Baxter. The 3 from the corner is no good from Haran. Sparks. Crittenden. Looking to keep rolling. Crittenden, shimmy and a shake, inside, can't finish, offensive rebound, and it's taken away. Amato has a bunch of numbers, didn't see any of them. Baxter had it tipped away. Amato, the 3 is no good. Babson 2 for 9 from three-point range. Only a 31% three-point shooting team this year. Turnover for the Lakers. And Babson give it right back. Sparks will try the 3, and it's off. Tipped around, another offensive rebound for the Lakers. Now 9 of them in this first half. Sparks, Crittenden, the 3 bounces around, no good, and a foul on the floor. And that one is absolutely huge. Timmy O'Toole number 3 in this first half, the leading rebounder this season for Babson. And Stephen Brennan, the head coach of Babson, has a tough task to deal with. A word from the NCAA.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
Maxio Gymnasium, Zach Malum and Lucas McGarry, as well as Madeline Cummings, their round of 64 of the Division III men's basketball tournament. We're here on the shores of Lake Ontario in Oswego, New York. Oswego State taking on Babson College. The winner of this one will take on Williams College. And what a game for Williams earlier today.
Just finished that one up. Wow, just pure dominance is the best way to describe that Williams game. They completely took over and just absolutely picked apart the offense of DeSales, who was a phenomenal offense going into the game, and then Williams, with that great defense there, just cooked them on offense.
Williams, a top 10 defensive team in all of the nation in D3. They get a date with the winner of this one tomorrow at 6 o'clock here at Max Zeal. Baxter finds Amato. Baxter. Shimmy and a shake, and he cannot hit that one. Almost turned over there. Cross with some good defense. Crittenden for 3. And the Lakers' struggles continue from 3-point range. 2 for 11 to start this one. A team that shoots 35% from deep.
Yeah, really tough for them. I mean, just not their game to shoot the 3 right now. Hopefully in the second half it'll change, but nothing is falling for them right now when it comes to the 3 ball.
2:53 left in this first half. 15 on the shot clock. Babson have it. Cross. Brad, great pass down low. Lauder. Easy as you like. Tyler Lauder. With his first points of the evening. Crittenden inside, and he finishes. Julian Crittenden with 9 points for Oswego State. Baxter will try a 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Cross from the corner. David Cross with his third 3-pointer of this first half. Guy really known for his defense this season. As Anderson forces another foul.
His third foul now for O'Toole. Lauder with his third foul. So 6 fouls between their 2 bigs alone. So very unfortunate for Babson. Just so not the opposite of what you want. I mean, you're going to need both of these guys when it comes down to the end of this game. The game is so close. And so for these guys to already be in foul trouble, Babson's really going to need to look at their other bigs who don't have as many fouls and maybe don't get as much playing time and really consider them, because you're going to need O'Toole and Lauder when it comes down to the final minutes of the game.
Lauder checks out with those 3 fouls. Woolhouse comes in. Stephen Brennan makes the move there. Here's Steph Baxter to Nate Amato. Cross in the corner, almost lost possession. 15 on the shot clock. Baxter looking to get going. Cross. How about another? And he does not hit that one. Feeling a bit from deep. David Cross. Minute left in this first half. Sparks is fouled. Got really high up on that one. And more fouls on bigs for Babson. Woolhouse going to be charged with that one. That's number 2 on him as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're losing bigs left and right. They're all of their big men don't know how to play defense properly, it seems like, because Oswego was just going to the rack every single time, and every single time they're getting a foul called. So maybe it's just great strategy by Oswego, the fact that they're drawing all these fouls, which is extremely smart, or maybe just Babson's big men are having trouble really sticking to the Oswego guys. So they're having to resort to fouling.
It's Baxter. Pull up, and it's blocked by Anderson. Gets his own board, though. Woolhouse cannot finish. Crittenden has a guy on the floor, and he's feeling it up to 11. All tipped away. Got to get it over, and they do. Avoid the 10-second violation there. And Babson. Lakers with a ton of energy, and the Beavers gonna take a timeout. 25 seconds left in this first half of play. 33-25, Oswego State lead it over Babson, and just a look back at that Crittenden bucket. Had a guy on the floor there.
Oh my God, he's such a great player to have on this Oswego team, and he's such a crucial part of this team, and just overall Oswego fueled by this Max Seal Arena that is filled to the brim with Oswego fans, and I think that's just so important for Oswego that they're here, and it's really influencing their game.
Julian Crittenden really feeling it today. He's a 41% shooter from the field, 33% from three-point range. Shooting 4 for 8, 1 for 3 from deep, but it's got 11 points for this Laker offense. They have an 8-point lead. About 6 seconds separating shot clock and game clock here. End of this first half. Sparks takes it away. Sparks hold on tight. Crowd erupts, another tip away. 2 on the clock. Anderson, 0.2 left. He'll go to the line for 2.
Absolutely crazy here in this arena. I'm having to yell. I can't hear anything at all. And just a phenomenal dunk by Jeremiah Sparks. Just erupted this arena. And then the foul on the next play. Multiple tipped passes that led to points for the Lakers. Phenomenal way to end the half. Up by 11, maybe 12. All the momentum going into the second half for the Lakers.
Babson scoreless in the last couple of minutes. And Oswego now on a 10-0 run in that time span, and they close out the half really strong. It's 37-25 Oswego State. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. So far, both teams are playing incredibly defensive games. Looking at some game statistics, on average, Babson makes about 7 steals and 4 blocks per game, while Oswego has lower averages at approximately 8 steals and 3 blocks per game. the game is still pretty close, and maintaining strong defenses are going to make all the difference. We'll have more for you after the break.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTOP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTOP.
And welcome to the halftime show here in the Marano Campus Center as the Oswego State Lakers are leading the Babson Beavers 37-25. I'm Alex Brooks, Kenny Gerard, Mike Neckers. And guys, kind of want to get your opening thoughts. Oswego up against Babson. They obviously are hosting this pod. They came out, the shots were a little awry for both teams, but it seemed like Oswego was picking up the momentum, Kenny.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you look at Babson, they only have 4 scorers with 2, 6, 8, and 9 total combined points. And Oswego really dishing the ball around, having plenty more scores than that, actually picking up 7 total scores for the Lakers. You look at the full screen here, it shows in the field goal percentage. 35.3% for the Lakers, but still struggling from beyond the arc with 18.2% from beyond the arc. And the rebounds, the favor of the Lakers with the big man Cartier Bowman. 9 turnovers for Babson, 5 for the Lakers. What are you seeing, Mike, that maybe I'm not pointing out?
You know, Kenny, things started out really slow to start this game off. We didn't see a whole lot of scoring, and then in that last 5 or 6 minutes or so, the Lakers kind of started to walk away with things a little bit. But it's good that Babson has that break to kind of talk about things and recover before that second half.
Yeah, and Oswego 5 points off of those 9 turnovers from the Babson Beavers. I mean, we look at the full screen here, the 3-point percentage for both of these teams, not where they're wanting right now here in the round of 64, the first showing here in the NCAA tournament. So something that they want to clean up going into the second half. But we'll move over to Cartier Bowman. He has 9 rebounds in this first half. He's really making an impact. You know, he was doing well during the SUNY playoffs, and he's got a whole lot of reps here, Mike. He's really doing well down low.
Absolutely. He's no lazy Susan down in the paint. He'll work his tail off down there to get those boards.
Absolutely. Bowman's been doing what he's done all year long and getting the boards, cleaning up the glass. The next higher person has 3 rebounds on the team. Well, he's got 9. Bowman, the big man down low, is always getting it done down on the glass. He is a professional glass cleaner.
Yeah, he really is, and he's really making an impact himself in this first game of the NCAA tournament. But we'll move from the rebounds for the Lakers, we'll move over to the Babson Beavers as Steph Baxter, someone that we've talked about all in the pregame show and during the game. He was doing well to start off this first half, kind of cooling off right now. He's 3 for 10 from the field.
Yeah, no, we definitely start off saying mad backs. Let's slow down, Steph. I'm not seeing as much now with 3 out of 10, 6 points and 2 assists. Not really the mad backs that we saw starting off. Baxter, one of the players to watch, and led multiple categories for the Beavers. Slowed down a lot into the later half of this half. And that's why you see now they dropped down 12 points to the Lakers going into the locker room. I think it has a lot to do with Steph slowing down.
Absolutely, and Jason Leone must have said something to those Lakers in the huddle there about what they're doing about Steph Baxter, and they must have figured it out.
I must have figured it out here. Steph Baxter looking to get more momentum here in this second half because they're going to have to utilize their highest scorers. For Babson, it's going to be Baxter, and then for the Lakers, for Sparks and Aki Anderson. But we're going to move over to some transition defense for Babson, something that we kind of saw during that first half. They were able to kind of play up to their competition. Babson coming in here, we've talked about that Cinderella story, winning that championship, now going into this NCAA tournament, kind of playing a little bit with house money and really playing up to the Lakers, Kenny.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Oswego was a team that outranks them in many numerical stats. I mean, they were number 3 in the country in the scoring margin, tied number 4 in the country for their winning percentage. And Babson coming in 15-13. Nah, forget about it. They don't really care what their record is. They're coming in, and they're playing up to the competition, Mike.
Yeah, and they really have the opportunity here to shock the D3 basketball scene. So it'll be interesting to see what they do in this second half.
Yeah, we'll see what they can do. But someone for the Lakers that we haven't really seen much from Oswego is Julian Crittenden. He had 11 points off of the bench, someone that, we've seen has had a starting role in the past, and now, he's been coming off the bench and really making an impact for himself. As we look at the highlights here, Kenny, Julian Crittenden, I mean, this is the game where you want to make an impact.
Yeah, I mean, 16 points off the bench so far for the Lakers. Crittenden has 11 of those points. He's 4 for 8 from the field, 50%, 1 for 3 from beyond the arc, and 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, which has been a struggle of the Lakers so far, and you see it in this game as well. But he's picking up the slack for them with 2 rebounds as well, playing overall very well for his entire team, and leads in 3 of the major categories statistically for the Lakers.
You know what, gentlemen? I think it's about time I head over to the monitor. How are we feeling?
Monitor Madness time?
Monitor
we're feeling good?
Madness.
We're doing some Monitor Madness?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Mike's Monitor Madness out here. Send it over.
All right. So as we can see here, Babson starts out pretty strong. We got a drive to the paint and a nice little layup to get it in for the basket. But Lakers are trying to respond here. And again, we see Babson in the paint, starting out early. Another really nice shot, but just a little short, and the Lakers will get the rebound there. But again, Babson pressuring early in the paint. A big fight for the ball there. Babson comes up with it once again, but then the Lakers start to bounce back a little bit. We see shot after shot again early on in the game. Not a whole lot of points scored, but then right here, this is where things started to pick up for the Lakers. So we see a three-pointer from the right side of the key. And the Lakers again driving. Just keep going. Fadeaway jumper. It's money. Absolutely beautiful. Lakers once again pressuring the ball. A big steal there from Sparks, and he takes it all the way for a slam dunk, baby. But then Babson with a play of their own, and they will go a little pump fake in the paint. Easy layup for a two-pointer. Babson again here, and Oswego with that pressure once again, just taking the ball away, driving to the paint, and earning it at the line. That's Aki Anderson. So it really has been a great half, and it'll be very exciting to see what's more to come.
Come on back.
Yeah, come
on
on
back.
Great
Modern
job,
Madness.
Mike.
You got to love
Modern
it,
Madness out here. Awesome job, Mike. But before we send it to break, we will see a word from the NCAA.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
Welcome back inside Maxill Gymnasium. Zach Malaman, Lucas McGarry, Madeline Cummings will join us shortly. It's the NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament as we've got about 3 minutes left until this second half starts. The Lakers lead it 37-25 over Babson College. And I mean, we talked about that end to the half. The Lakers finished very, very strong, and Babson just didn't have an answer.
Yeah, no, I mean, 10-0 run to finish the half for the Lakers in the last 2 minutes. Played phenomenally, just really put some ridiculous sort of pressure on in that last even 30 seconds that Babson just couldn't handle, and it led to multiple steals, which led to points. You saw the ridiculously fun dunk from Jeremiah Sparks to end it, and then with 5 seconds left, yeah, sure, get another steal, and then a foul, which led to more points, and what should have been a 7-point lead going into the half turned into a 12-point lead in a matter of seconds. And just a great job by the Lakers to stay strong even as the half was ending. They thought it was done, but it wasn't. And now I think Babson just really needs to regroup and really try and slow this game down, because that was one of my main keys to the game at the start. Don't let the Lakers' momentum go, because you cannot stop them if it gets hot. So I think that they need to just slow the game down, go back to the pace that they had at the beginning of the game, because that's what worked the best.
Definitely. The Lakers have gotten a lot of contributions, especially from their bench. Julian Crittenden leading the way for the Lakers today, 11 points on the evening, and 4 for 8 from the field, 1 for 3 from the three-point line. Couple free throws got him going. Really crucial for the Lakers to get that secondary scoring behind those top guys that they have.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the best thing in the world when you have guys that aren't your star players that can still score points. Like Sparks, only 7 points so far. Still not a bad game, but only 2 for 8 and 0 for 3 from 3. He's not having his best game, so you need to have other guys step up. And I think that's the difference between the Lakers and Babson. Amato and Baxter for Babson, only 6 and 8 points respectively, but they don't have anybody else really stepping up besides Cross, who did hit 3 3-pointers, but that was it. Other than that, they really don't have too many scorers. Only 4 guys on Babson have actually scored points. Meanwhile, on the Lakers, so many more are contributing to this game. So I think Babson needs to rely on more players than just their 2 main scorers.
I mentioned the rebound battle before the game. I mean, the big thing for Babson is they are oversized. They got a ton of size on their team. A lot of guys, specifically 8 over 6'5". Lakers only use 2 guys that are over 6'5" in Cartier Bowman at 6'6", Elijah Hardison at 6'8". I mean, they have the size advantage, Babson, but a lot of those guys in foul trouble. That's a killer for them, especially as it gets down to the later stages of this game. They need to have those big-time players down low on the floor.
Yeah, no, like you said, Tyler Lauder, Timmy O'Toole, both of them, 3 fouls to start the half. They have nothing to work with. They need to be careful. Both of them in the game right now. That's a risk that the coaches are going to have to take. With a game on the line like this, you need to risk your players, and if they foul out, so be it, but you need to have them in as long as possible.
So we are back underway. Babson with possession. They're in all green, Lakers in all white. Amato in the lane, and he gets going early. Amato with 10. Struggling from the floor in that first half. Only shot 2 for 11. Gets that one to go. It's a 10-point Laker lead. Lazo cannot hit it. There's Amato. He'll find Cross. Amato. And a foul called down low. Some players get tangled. It's going on Kenny Lazo. Lazo, that's his third, and Crittenden's going to come back in for him.
Yeah, tough game for Lazo so far. Every time he comes in, just accidentally with those just little tiny meaningless fouls, and already 3 for him. Not ideal for the Lakers.
Hand off to Baxter. Baxter inside, and he gets the foul call. Baxter 3 for 10 in that first half with 6 points, and he's got his first trip to the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter. Baxter, the grad student out of Worcester, Massachusetts, a transfer from Bates College in Division III. He spent a while at Bates, then comes over this season to Babson. Caleb Cook comes in for Jamal Achille. Baxter, one of the real stars across Division III. As he hits the second free throw. Goes 1 of 2, and it's a 9-point Oswego State advantage, 37-28. Anderson. Cook. Back to Anderson, has it tipped away. Here comes Amato. Amato coast to coast, and he's able to finish. Nate Amato with 12. And a small run here for Babson to start this second half. Sparks. Cook. Crittenden, 10 on the shot clock. Crittenden finds Cook. Cook, what a move, but he's denied by Amato. Baxter, the fast break, the floater, and he knocks it down.
7-0 run for Babson to start this second half. All the momentum for Oswego that they had is just gone.
It's a 5-point game at Max Zeal. Anderson, too easy from mid-range. One of the best in all Division III from mid-range, Aki Anderson. He's up to 10. O'Toole in there with those 3 fouls. Same with Lauder. Here's Amato. Continues to get it going in this second half. And Babson have hit all 4 shots they've taken in this second half. 4 for 4 from the field. Outscoring the Lakers 9-2 to start this second half in a steal. Amato will let Baxter set things up. High pick and roll. Amato, the three-pointer, knocks it down. Nate Amato has caught fire. He's hit 5 of his last 6 from the field. Really getting going up to 17. Sparks. Full body inside and gets the end one to fall.
And even more importantly, O'Toole with his 4th foul of the game. They got to take him out now because 4 minutes down in this half, so much game left. They're going to need O'Toole back. They're taking him and Lauder out. Smart decision by the coach.
Sparks goes to the line. Struggling from the line today, only 3 for 6. But you mentioned the huge foul there. Timmy O'Toole with his 4th personal. Sparks makes him pay. It's a 5-point Oswego State lead once again. Amato. Hands off to Baxter. The Maxiel crowd chanting defense. Cross. Fortes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fortes. They got to put one up. Amato! Easy as you like off the backboard. What a bounce.
Amato is on fire right now. A really bad shot taken by him, and it still manages to go in. He's electric right now.
Sparks inside. Got the foul call. That's going on Woolhouse. And number 3 on him. Sparks, another trip to the line.
3 for Woolhouse and another foul. Another 3rd foul for another one of Babson's bigs.
It's a media timeout here. 15-24 left in this second half. Oswego State with a 42-39 lead. Thank you for joining us here today at Maxiel Gym. Zach Mellon with Lucas McGarry, as well as Madeline Cummings. The NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament on the shores of Lake Ontario, Maxiel Gym in Oswego, New York. The winner of this game, Oswego State and Babson College, will take on Williams College after a 77-51 win. But Nate Amato has just been absolutely on fire in this second half.
No, I mean, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 2 steals, a block, and he's only got 1 foul too. He's just playing the perfect game right now, and he is one of the main reasons why Babson is in this game right now. He is just such a dominant big, and he's playing so well. And I think that Oswego really just needs to find a way to control him because he has caught fire at the perfect time for Babson. They need him badly right now, and he is performing exactly the way they want him to.
Amato with 19 right now, shooting 7 for 16 from the field. He already has a double-double in this one with still 15 minutes and 24 seconds left to go. 19 points, 10 rebounds. Also added an assist. He's got 2 steals, a block. He's absolutely everywhere for Babson, and they need it. Leading the way for the Beavers. Sparks at the line. Free throws continue to be a struggle. Now 4 for 8. Sparks is
12 for 19. Already 7 missed points for the Lakers. Just such a massive, crucial thing that they just really couldn't seem to deal with all season long. Just the poor free throw percentage from the whole team.
Sparks goes 1 of 2. Babson have hit their 6 of their last 7, from the field. As Baxter can't hit that one. It's been a struggle for Steph Baxter today. 4 for 12 from the field. Sparks can't hit it. Rebound Bowman. And the foul gonna come on the floor. That one's gonna go on Haran. Number 2 on him.
A lot of fouls being called on Babson, and little kind of tiny fouls that just don't really seem to have any point besides just being a small foul. So very tough breaks for Babson.
Was a shooting foul, and And that one just explains the Lakers' day from the line. Another one rattles around and out for Bowman. As Lauder comes in, Woolhouse checks out for Babson. Bowman has it rattle out again, and the Lakers continue to struggle from the free throw line.
13 for 23 now from the line. 10 points they've missed.
Amato. Cross, thought about it. Back out, Horan. Horan, pull up from deep. And it doesn't go. Lakers with the rebound. Here's Sparks. 14-25 left in this one. Crittenden, couple moves. Anderson goes up with it, can't get it to fall. Bowman battling around, and that one tipped out of bounds. It's going to be a Laker ball.
Great hustle there by Cartier Bowman to keep that ball alive.
Sideline out of bounds. As we got the mop out here, rub up some moisture on the floor.
A little bit of sweat.
As Crittenden will have it sideline out of bounds for the Lakers. Nate Amato continuing to roll, 6 of his last 7 from the field. Right now for Babson, and looking to get the ball back to him. The Lakers with possession. Here's Anderson. Anderson all the way to the rack.
Looking for contact, didn't get it, but it didn't matter. He got the basket anyway. Great play there.
Anderson now the leading scorer for the Lakers. 12 points on the evening. Cross. The three-pointer doesn't go. Crittenden. Achille. Sparks. Sparks all the way and can't finish that one. Cross was wide open, really thought about it. Gives it up to Amato. Anderson steals it. Anderson on the fast break and he'll finish. Babson scoreless in the last 2 minutes or so. And Stephen Brennan's going to call a timeout here. 13-12 left on the clock. It's 47-39. Oswego State lead it. Zach Mallow with Lucas McGarry, Madeline Cummings.
I think this is exactly what Oswego needed. 7 minutes into this half, and I really like the way that Oswego has just been getting the ball and stealing. Great steal by Anderson to finish off before that timeout. And I think just overall, the Lakers have been playing better than they did at the start of the first half. So I think they need to keep this going. They started off slow in the second half, but now they found it. They found their groove, and I really think this is the start of a big momentum shift for them.
You mentioned turnovers, a big thing for Babson today, as they have 10 in this one. Oswego with only 6 turnovers. The Lakers only 9.3 turnovers per game they average. They are number 4 in all of Division III in that stat. A team that doesn't turn the ball over, doesn't give opportunities to the other team, and they force 13.3 turnovers per game for their opponents.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Oswego doesn't have a lot of size. They only have 1 or 2 guys that they really use that are over 6'5". But what they do have, because they lack in size, they make up for it in speed. They are so fast, and that is why they cause so many turnovers, is because they are just moving around the court faster than you can even anticipate, and they can just get the ball before you can even try and pass the ball off.
Babson with possession. Here's Baxter. Amato. O'Toole. Great pass by Amato. And O'Toole with the layup. It's Timmy O'Toole playing with those 4 fouls. Doesn't seem to be a problem right now for Babson. Anderson, easy as you like, and a miscommunication on defense. O'Toole. And it's tipped away by the Lakers. Crittenden turns it over as well. Good job getting back by the Beavers. Forcing a turnover there and a foul called. That one going on Crittenden. It's going to be number 1 for him. It's Lauder. Comes back in, and he'll switch off with O'Toole. Lauder with 3 fouls. O'Toole with 4 fouls. Do you like this if you're Babson and Stephen Brennan?
I mean, it's not the best case scenario that everyone, they got the fouls, but when it comes down to this, you're down by 8, you're going to need to play your best players, and if it's risking fouls is what it is, and when you have guys like Amato who can make threes to get you back in the game, it's worth the risk.
Amato sinks that one up to 22. Anderson for Oswego, up, and the N1 falls.
Anderson just so ridiculously good right now. 18 points with a chance at 19. Every time he gets into the paint, he's knocking down a basket. He looks so good right now, and Babson just really doesn't have an answer for him right now.
Immediate timeout. Lakers lead at 51-44. Zach Malum and Lucas McGarry. We're going to send it down to our sideline reporter, Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us? Apologize for some technical difficulties. We'll get Madeline back pretty soon, but 11:59 on the clock. You're watching the Division III men's basketball tournament in the Max Seal Gymnasium in Oswego, New York. Oswego State taking on Babson College. The Lakers on a bit of a run here. They've hit 4 of their last 5 from the field, but they have to find a way to stop Nate Amato. He is absolutely balling out right now, and he's up to 22.
I mean, there's nothing more you can do about just do your best to play defense on him. I mean, he's 7 for 8 on his last 8. He's playing so well right now, and just exactly what Babson needs when you don't have as many scores as you usually do. Baxter really kind of taking a back seat to the way that he usually plays, so you need a guy like Amato who has 22 points now, 11 rebounds, playing just great basketball and really keeping Babson in it.
Aki Anderson at the line, a 74% free throw shooter. Was named to the first team All-SUNYAC for the first time in his Oswego career this past week. A huge achievement for Anderson. He's got 19 for the Lakers. Cross, Baxter, trying to get involved, finds Amato. Lakers with good defense, but here's Fortes! Almost slammed it home. What a play that would have been. Pass inside, Cross gets the bounce and finishes the layup. That's Cross with 11. Anderson, Crittenden, the pump fake, trying to get inside, and he's gonna draw a foul to John Fortes. It's the 5th team foul.
Oswego has done such a good job of drawing these little meaningless fouls that add up perfectly.
Sparks, Crittenden, passes down to Bowman. Bowman goes up and cannot hit it. Good defense by Babson. Amato, Baxter to Fortes. Here's Baxter. 10:45 left in this second half. A 6-point Oswego State lead. Fortes. Now down low, Lauder, and he can't hit it. A huge miss for Babson, trying to cut the deficit here. Here's Sparks. Gets double teamed. Finds Crittenden. 10 on the shot clock. Crittenden with a good move, has it tipped away. And it's taken away. Amato will finish it at the rim on the fast break. A Laker turnover, and Babson make them pay. Amato, the leading scorer in this one, 24. Anderson loses it. And here come the Beavers. Fortes loses control. And it's taken away by the Lakers. Achille. 52-48. Oswego stay with the lead. Sparks. Sparks to the rack, and he's fouled. Let's see who it's on. It's a big one. It's on 20. It's Baxter. Lauder kind of gets away with one there. He's the one that blocked it at the rim. Baxter with his second personal.
A little bit of a questionable who-done-it call, but, I mean, could have gone either way with either Baxter or Lauder. Lauder playing with 3, so could have been a very, very tough call for Babson. Ends up going their way. Baxter, who only has the 2.
Sparks hits the first. Substitutions for Babson. Fortes and Cross check out. O'Toole, as well as Haran, come back in. Sparks hits both free throws, a 6-point Oswego State lead. Sparks checks out. Caleb Cook comes back in. Baxter. Amato inside, and he's able to finish. .26 for Nate Amato. Anderson. Crittenden will try the 3-ball. And Max Steele erupts again. Crittenden with 14. O'Toole with the answer. And it bounces around, no good. Achille with the rebound. Anderson. Step back, silky smooth. Aki Anderson up to 21. Anderson shooting 8 for 13 from the field. Very efficient so far today. Baxter is able to hit the mid-range jumper, and they need him to get going if Babson want to get back in this one. Baxter has 11. Anderson. Bowman in the lane, looking for the foul call, and the refs are having none of it. Baxter, huge possession here. Amato. Ball tipped around and a turnover for Babson. Anderson, Crittenden, Cook. The 3-ball is no good. Offensive rebound. Anderson, the corner 3. How do you do, Aki Anderson?
Anderson now with 24 points. Max Steele has come unglued, and it is so great that Oswego has someone to match Amato, but Amato playing fantastic in his own right. 26 points for Amato, but Anderson now with 24 points.
62-52, we're going to send it down to Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. This game is incredibly close. Everyone here is on the edge of their seats, and you can really feel the tension and the zeal. Right now, the score is 62-52 with Oswego in the lead, and only a 10-point difference. Overall, the game is pretty low scoring compared to the team's averages. Usually Babson scores an average of 69 points per game, and Oswego scores a total of 84. This ties back into the great defensive game both teams are playing. Zach, Lucas, back to you guys.
Thank you, Madeline. Great stuff there. 7:06 on the clock. 62-52. Oswego State lead it. Aki Anderson now with 24 points, and he's completely led the way for the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what the Lakers needed. They needed a guy that could match Amato in scoring, and they have that in Aki Anderson, because Amato has been just so unbelievably dominant. 26 points, but you have Anderson who said, hey, I can do that too. 24 points from him, having just as good of a game. So both teams showing out with their best stars, but right now, Lakers looking good.
Baxter. Fortes. Babson need a spark here. Fortes. Amato. Let's see what he can do, and he draws a foul. Number 4 on Kenny Lazo. This has not been his day.
Yeah, it's just the same thing every single time. Just unfortunate little tiny fouls. And Lazo just keeps getting caught with them. Not the day for him.
Cross baseline out of bounds into Baxter. Baxter. All the way to the rim, and he can't finish. All tipped around. Cross. Baxter. Fortes. 12 on the shot clock. Amato. O'Toole from the corner. Can't hit it. Amato offensive board. How about 28 from Nate Amato?
No answer for Amato from the Lakers. Just pure dominance in the paint from him.
Lazo. Crittenden. Crittenden is denied by Baxter. Cross. O'Toole. Amato. A deep one. And it's no good. Pump fakes. Amato. Baxter. From deep. And they can't hit that one either. 5:35 left in this one. 62-54 Oswego State. Ten on the shot clock. And a turnover for Lazo. Baxter will bring things out. It's a double screen. Amato, wide open, cross. The corner three is no good. Sparks with the rebound, and he'll slow things up. Coming down to the final 5 minutes here at Max Seal Gym, as Sparks turns that one over as well. O'Toole, Baxter, a great move to the rim, and he gets the foul call. Baxter gonna go to the line to shoot two. Force 36 left in this one. We're gonna get a timeout for Babson here. Stephen Brennan gonna talk things over with his guys. Here's a word from the NCAA.
To them, the whole world looks like an opportunity, one to be seized, built upon, and made better for their sport and the people around it. To student athletes, every opportunity is a chance to change what could be and show the world what opportunity can.
Welcome back inside Max Seal Gymnasium. Zach Malum and Lucas McGarry, Madeline Cummings the NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament in Oswego, New York. The winner of this round of 64 matchup between Oswego State and Babson College will take on Williams College tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Same time, same place in Oswego, New York. But coming down to the final 5 minutes here. Hold on to your seats. It's going to be a bumpy ride in this finish as Baxter cuts the deficit to 7. Baxter with 12 on the day. Mentioned it before. New MAC first team. It was announced this week for Steph Baxter. 13 points now on the evening for him. Sparks to Cook. Anderson. Anderson gets it to Sparks. Sparks with a motto on him. Gets some room, and Sparks finishes.
Great bucket there by Sparks. Just found a little bit of space, and when it's a wide open shot for Sparks, he's not going to miss it. Great spin move there by Sparks.
Cortez was looking for a motto, tipped away by Sparks. 4:02 left in this one. Cross sideline out of bounds for Babson. Motto, Baxter. Baxter feeling it right now, up to 15. Anderson for Oswego. 3:40 left. Finds Sparks. Sparks to the rack, and he gets that one to bounce around. Gets the offensive rebound though. 15 on the shot clock. Anderson will get the screen from Bowman. Anderson looking for Bowman and tipped out off of Babson. As we're going to have a media timeout here. 8 on the shot clock, 3:19 on the game clock. And Lucas, I mean, Oswego have kind of struggled when it comes to turnovers in the second half. Some empty possessions, and they've allowed Babson to kind of stick around here.
Yeah, I mean, they're letting Babson stay in this game. They're playing really, really sloppy in the most important, crucial seconds of the final half. They're just not playing to the best of their ability, and Babson is playing to the best of their ability right now. They may be down, but they really do look like the more well-kept team right now. They're fluid, they're strong, and their defense looks great, and they're really shutting Oswego down. And Oswego, the points they're scoring are second chance points, are sporadic points. They're not set up offense points, because Babson has done such a great job converging with double teams and all of that good stuff that comes with zone defense, and Babson's zone has looked so great this whole game. And it's really come down to Oswego having to rely on top guys like Aki Anderson and Jeremiah Sparks. And Sparks, like we already said, not having even the best game, but so that's why they had to rely on Anderson, who now has 24 points, really had to rely on him to get this game and keep them alive. And as the clock ticks down, you really need these top guys to come forward and make a step up.
Amato, on the other hand, for Babson, just 4 away from his season high at 32 on November 11th against Albertus Magnus, another tournament team this year. 4 on the shot clock. Anderson, a big one from mid-range. How about 26 from Aki Anderson? Baxter, O'Toole, Babson, needed, cross from the corner. It's no good. Sparks gets the rebound. The Lakers will slow things down. Anderson bringing it up. Anderson almost lost control there, but he keeps possession. Gets it to Sparks, 13 on the shot clock. Sparks with the smaller Baxter on him. Sparks, couple moves inside, and he gets the foul call. Some ISO ball there. And Sparks going to go to the line as Baxter charged with his third there.
Yeah, it was a great foul, a great drawn foul by Sparks. He worked on him, got everyone spread out, so it was just him and Baxter, and then got enough of the contact for the ref to call it. Shooting 2.
Sparks hits the first one.
All of Sparks' points really have come from the free throw line. Now he's 8 for 12 from the line.
And he gets that one to rattle around. 58 for Babson, 67 for Oswego. And a great play inside. Timmy O'Toole finishes. And the full press is on for the Beavers. 2 minutes left.
Another foul on Baxter. Baxter now with 4 fouls. Sparks going to the line again. Now 8 for 13 from the line. Just living at that free throw line is Sparks.
Sparks goes to the line. Hits the first.
Babson with 8 team fouls. Just when it comes down to it, the free throws are the most important part of this game. 9-point lead now for Oswego. 2 minutes left. And for Babson, it's score fast. You got 2 minutes left, so you still have time, but you can't take your time either. You need to score quickly, and you need to really try and foul guys that don't go to the free throw line as much, aren't as good. I wouldn't say foul just yet, but if it comes down to it, you're going to start needing to, but score quick first.
69-60, Oswego State lead it. Zach Malamud here with Lucas McGarry, as well as Madeline Cummings. The NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament here in Oswego, New York. Oswego State the hosts with a 9-point lead over Babson College. Winner plays Williams College tomorrow at 6 o'clock inside Max Zeal Gym. As the inbound comes in, Cross will bring it up. Baxter, Cross. Great pass inside, O'Toole. Too easy for him. O'Toole with 6. Lakers moving around, Sparks dribbles up court, gets a bump, and will take it all the way to the rack.
No one's going to play defense on him. He might as well take it to the rack. No one in the paint to guard Sparks. They were all spread out from the press. And an easy bucket for Sparks.
Turnover. Lakers have it. Crittenden is going to slow things down. Smart job by the Lakers. Minute 10 on the game clock. And Sparks going to get fouled here. As the Beavers have no other choice. 9-point deficit. Minute 7 left in this one.
Babson really playing their hardest. They're still getting baskets, but when it came down to it, Oswego's speed beat Babson's size. The size was a great advantage for Babson, but when it came down to it, the speed beat the size.
Sparks, just a couple free throws early. What has really gotten going from the line since then. So he gets one more here. And there's the commentator's curse as Sparks misses the second one.
Nice job, Zach.
The deep three, Amato cannot hit it, and a foul goes on Lauder. Bowman gonna get fouled there, and he'll go to the line for a couple of free throws as the Lakers in the double bonus.
4th foul for Lauder now. Lauder, Baxter, and O'Toole all with 4 fouls. And with a minute left, it doesn't matter too much, but it did matter in the long run because when you think about it, all of those guys played way softer. They don't want to foul out. They just still want to be in the game, so they don't play as good of defense. They play soft, and that's what leads to the points by the bigs on Oswego.
Bowman knocks down. Free throw is 61% free throw shooter. Lauder's going to check out. A sophomore from Malvern, Pennsylvania. Fortes comes in. Bowman hits both free throws. It's now a 12-point Oswego State advantage. 50 seconds left. Amato cannot hit that one. Bounced out of bounds. It's going to be Babson possession, baseline out of bounds. Baxter, 47 on the clock. O'Toole, Amato. Amato still going to work, but he can't hit that one. Fortes, offensive board. That one doesn't go. Another tip around. And Bowman fouls O'Toole down low. And O'Toole going to go to the line, his first trip to the free throw line today, as Sparks going to have to check out. Got some stuff to clean up on his arm. 35 seconds left. Sakili comes back in. Timmy O'Toole, the sophomore guard from Milton, Massachusetts. Graduate of Dexter Southfield High School. Steph Baxter checks out, and a nice ovation for the grad student. Bates College transfer. His final moments in Division III ball. As the three won't go, the Lakers get the rebound. Crittenden gonna give it to Anderson. And we'll listen to the crowd here at Max Seal as these final 20 seconds run down.
Great game played by both teams. Funny enough, Babson actually won the rebound battle. 42-40. Oswego almost won it, but when it comes down to it, Oswego with the win, and a huge game tomorrow against Williams College. So excited to see that matchup tomorrow.
The Lakers survive and advance to the round of 32. What a date they have with Williams College. What a matchup that will be. It'll be here in the Max Seal Gym tomorrow at 6 o'clock. But this one, Oswego with a 74-63 win. Aki Anderson, the standout for the Lakers, 26 points today. What a game for him.
Oh my God, I mean, he couldn't be stopped. 10 for 15 from the field. I feel like every mid-range jumper he took, he hit. Every single one was just knocked down, and it was at all of the most crucial moments too. He was coming in clutch. He was playing to the best of his ability, and also all 5 free throws made exactly what he needed to do. He played such a phenomenal game, and on top of all that, on the defensive side, also had 4 steals to help with that. So just overall, fantastic game from Anderson. But on the Babson side, have to give credit to Amato. Wow, what a game did he have. Just incredible. 28 points for him, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. Phenomenal from Nate Amato. Just what a way to end the season for him. Just nothing else to say besides he was purely dominant. The Lakers did not have an answer for him.
Definitely. We're going to send it down courtside. Madeline Cummings. Madeline, what do you got for us?
Thanks, guys. This game was the first time in 39 years that these two programs played each other, and history did in fact repeat itself with a Laker win. The final score of the game was 74-63 with an 11-point differential in comparison to the last one at 89-64 with a 25-point differential. So a lot closer game last time. It was so electric. The energy and the zeal was just through the roof. It was so much fun to be a part of. Now that's all for me, but we'll have our post-game show for you after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy. Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on?
Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10
recommend on Yelp.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
We're here for you, we're here for you. This is your channel 2. With sports and news and what to do, we're here for you. It's your TV, you're watching WTLP. Your TV, thanks for watching WTLP.
And the round of 64 matchups conclude with the Oswego State Lakers beating the Babson Beavers 74-63 in this Game 2 of this NCAA tournament. I'm Alex Brooks, Kenny Gerard, Mike Neckers. You've seen us all today for both of these games. So guys, Oswego wins 74-63. They are able to go ahead and face off against Williams tomorrow. Really tough test and a big turnaround for both of these teams. What were your initial thoughts from this game?
Well, Oswego came in as the more dominant team in every statistic pretty much, and they showed it today. Babson, no harm, no foul, 15-13, making it to the tournament with that late season run. The Cinderella story unfortunately comes to a close for them, but Oswego continues their dominant run they've had all season now, moving to 26-2 on the year, and they're dancing on to the round of 32.
Absolutely, and all credit to Babson. A really great matchup today. Within 10 points at the end of the game, so not a lot to complain about. That's some good basketball.
Yeah, it could have gone either way going into this second half, but Oswego was able to win 74-63. But we'll take a look at the full screen for all the stat comparisons. As we see from there, Oswego was able to turn it up a little bit more in this second half, improving on their field goal percentage and their free throw percentage. And you see, Kenny, the rebounds pretty much even, but the turnover battle, the Beavers were getting a little stuck with those turnovers.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing Brooks said is you can't see on this full screen, the free throw percentage is the dead same, 66.7 for each team. What you're not seeing is Oswego shot 33 free throws tonight, making 22, compared to Babson only taking 12 free throws and making 8. A large difference, Oswego taking up a lot of penalty shots. We're still in hockey mode here. Taking up a lot of free throws and getting a lot of penalties called their way. While Babson, man, they got in foul trouble a lot. 3 players with 4 personal fouls at the end of the game. Oswego, only Kenny Lazo with 4 for the Lakers, staying out of the foul trouble. What do you see, Mike?
Absolutely, and we see these rebounds pretty even, which is interesting to see because Cartier Bowman on his own had 13 rebounds, 5 offensive and 8 defensive. So he was really the guy to go to for the Lakers, but we also saw Amato with 13 for Babson. So again, a very evenly matched up game.
Yeah, and speaking of Nate Amato, he was the bright spot for this Babson Beavers squad, able to kind of keep them in that game. He was able to score 28 points, 13 rebounds, having a double-double, have yourself a game. I know it didn't equal to the win. Sipping on Bel Air right there for Amato.
Yeah, Amato looks like it's switched from Germany because he's cooler than LL, having a great game out there. 28 points for the Beavers. 11 for 24 from the field, 2 for 8 from beyond the arc, 4 for 6 for his free throws. Led in 5 categories, including steals, assists, rebounds. Have yourself a day, Amato. I mean, his team obviously didn't come out with the victory here tonight, but to come into the round of 64 at a 15-13 team, he really put his heart out on the court.
Gentlemen, I'm not going to say I called it, but he was my player to watch for Babson, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, good on you, Mike, to be able to pick your player to watch. Amato really turning it up in that second half, keeping this game as close for the Beavers. But we're going to go to someone else's player to watch. Aki Anderson for Mr. Kenny Gerard. He had 26 points, 2 rebounds, and also something, Kenny, he had 4 steals, really going in transition and really making an impact for this Oswego squad.
Yeah, and he was also perfect from the free throw line, which is one of the stats we mentioned with Oswego struggling from the charity stripe. 10 for 15 on the night, also led his team in his field goal percentage, 50.5, and he showed it again tonight, shooting over 50%. And from the three-point line, 1 for 3 tonight. Not his best night, but it doesn't matter because the way he made up for it in the paint and at the charity stripe was great for the Lakers. Anderson really showing up for his team. Well, Jeremiah Sparks wasn't too far back with 21 points for the Lakers. And Crittenden slowed down a little bit after the half, but 14 points from the bench from him.
Absolutely, just a great game all around for both teams. And the Lakers, with those bench points from Crittenden, I think is what really had them run away with it because we did not see a lot of points off that Babson bench.
Yeah, and you mentioned it's I believe that Babson, didn't have any points off of the bench, and Oswego was able to really utilize their bench, something that they had to have for this game to go into the round of 32. But we look ahead to that round of 32 matchup. It is set here in this Oswego pod. Oswego is hosting Williams here in this next round of 32 matchup. Guys, just your initial thoughts. Williams obviously has a really tough defense, as you were mentioning, but Oswego, they can score a lot. So offense versus defense, Kenny.
Yeah, it's offense versus defense. The high-flying Oswego State Lakers have been great on offense all year long, as we've been continuing to mention. But Williams actually outscoring Oswego as well today. You saw they had 77 points in their first game. Not as much for the Lakers. And a defensive team trying to shut the Lakers down. They went 22-6 on the year. Oswego now 26-2. These are 2 high-powered teams coming for a crash course collision in the round of 32.
Absolutely, and I think after today's games, I think fatigue might set in a little bit for these teams. It's going to be something that they're going to have to watch and tend to both tonight and then tomorrow leading up to the games.
Yeah, really quick turnaround. 6 p.m. for tomorrow for this round of 32 matchup between the Williams East and the Oswego State Lakers. But let's take a look around the country, the NCAA bracket check, as we had a lot of matchups that went final, and we take a look right now. I'll bring it up there. Christopher Newport, the reigning national champions, they punched their ticket to the round of 32, and then obviously you saw Williams and Oswego, but then you see Eastern able to really squeak out one 80-79. Was there anything that you saw from those two games, Kenny?
I mean, nothing much. There's not a lot of huge surprises so far. I mean, you see Chris Newport and you expect the reigning champions to at least get out of the first round, played a great game against a tough team. And so far, Brooks, when you're looking around the bracket, only 2 games now are set up for sure. It's Rowan and Catholic, and then Oswego State and Williams College facing off tomorrow. A bunch of other teams pulling out wins. Penn State, Harrisburg pulls out the win. Eastern pulls out a win. Swarthmore, Tufts, Calvin, St. Joseph. A bunch of other teams that were expected to take the wins here today. Farmingdale State, Hope also taking their wins. Not a lot of huge upsets so far in the bracket. The only really, I guess, big upset would have been Williams, and it didn't really look much like an upset. It looked more like a blowout.
Absolutely, and I think that's all there is to say about that, Kenny.
Yeah, no real big bracket busters yet here in this round of 64 matchup, but it is still early here. We obviously have Oswego versus Williams tomorrow in the Max Seal Gymnasium, and it's going to be a really electric game for tomorrow. But that is going to do it for NCAA coverage here of the round of 64. Oswego versus Williams tomorrow at 6 p.m. For myself, Alex Brooks, Kenny Gerard, Mike Neckers, for Zach Malamud, Lucas McGarry, and Madeline Cummings on the call, for our producer, Matt Sharameter, director, Kyle Spizak, for everyone helping out with this broadcast. We will see you tomorrow for the round of 32 matchup, Oswego versus Williams. Have a good night, everyone.